Yeah, yeah. Hi guys. In this session, I'm going to discuss about like basic and advanced concept of Git and GitHub. So, like this is a Git and this is a GitHub. So, Git is a modern and also it is widely used distributed version control system, and in the world and in market, mostly this Git is developed to manage the project. With high speed and efficiently. This So Git is nothing but it's a version control system. Mostly this Git is allows us to monitor and work together with our team member at the same workspace. And in this session I will help you to understand the distributed version control system Git via the some command line, as well as the GitHub. This is a GitHub. And so here in this session I'll give you some examples are performed on Windows, but we can also perform some operation on operating systems or Linux. Okay. And let me give the more details about the Git. Here this is a Git is a this is a website of the Git. So here we can download the Git and all. Are here you can see the option. So what is this Git? Okay, Git is like it's open source and distributed version control system, and it is mainly designed to handle the minor and major project with high speed and efficiently. Mostly it is developed to coordinate the works among the developers. Okay, the version control systems allows us to track and work together with our team member at the same workspace. Okay. So it is a foundation of many services like a GitHub and GitLab, but we can use a Git without using other Git services. Here, this Git is privately and publicly. Okay, this was created by the Linus Torvald in 2005 to develop the Linux kernel. It is also used and is important distributed version control tool for the DevOps. Okay. Uh, Basically it is very easy to learn. We have a documentation, official documentation also here. So like you know mm, so if you go to this, you can see you have a lot of documentation is there. So a lot of books is there, so we can easily start to learn. Okay. So we have it is some SEM tools like Subversion, CVS, and all the tools are there like Perforce. So couple of tools are there available in market. Okay, so let me discuss some major features of the Git here. Okay. This Git is we have a lot of features, like it is a open source, scalable and distributed, and also it's give them more security and the speed, and it supports some non-linear development and some branching and merging. Okay. Like some data assurance and staging areas, and some maintain the clean histories. Okay, I will explain you each and everything in details. This rather let me discuss about the Git features here. And okay, so let me give. So let me explain one by one the basic feature of this Git. Is it's like open source. Okay, what is open source? So open source Git is open source tool. It is mostly released under the some general public license. Okay, and also it is scalable. This is another feature. Uh, uh, of the Git. And it is scalable. Nothing but when the number of users increase, Git can easily handle the such situation. And next, it is distributed as well. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, it is distributed as well. So it is git is like it's a great features is that distributed in a sense that is switching the project to another machine. We can create a clone of the entire repository. Also, instead of just having the one central repository, that we can send the changes to every users that their own repository that contain the entire commit history of the project. Okay, so we do not need to connect to the remote repository. Here the changes is just stored on our local repository. If necessary, we can push these changes to the remote repository. Okay, and let me discuss another feature here, that is a git security. Okay, git is a very secure. It uses some secure has functions to name and identify the object within this repository, and files and commits are checked and retrieved by its checksums and the timeout of checkout. It store the all this history in such a way that the idea of particular commit and depend upon the complete development histories leading up to the commit. Once it is published, so one I cannot make the changes to it older version. Okay, and also another major feature is that is speed. So Git is very fast and it can be complete all the tasks in a while. Most of the Git operations are done on the local repository itself, so it provides the huge speed. Also a centralized version control system continuously and communicated with the server somewhere. Okay, it performance is very performance test and conducted by the some Mozilla showed that is exactly extremely fast compared to the other VCS, is fetching the versions histories from the locally stored repository much faster than fetching it from the remote server. Here, the core part of the Git is written in C, which ignores all the runtime overhead associated with the other high-level languages. This basically Git was developed and work on the Linux kernel, so it is capable enough to handle the large repository effectively from the beginning. Speed and performance have been Git primarily goals. Okay, and also it supports some non-linear development and some non-linear development it is like branching or merging, which helps in visualizing and navigating to the non-linear development. So a branch in Git represents the single commit, or we can construct the full branch structure with the help of its parental comment. Okay, so I will give the detail about the what is a branching, what is a merging when I'm going to discuss about the GitHub. Okay, so branching and merging is a very greatest feature of the Git and GitHub, which make it different from the other SEM tool, and this Git allows to create the multiple branch without affecting the each other. Okay, we can perform the task like creation, deletion, and merging and the branch, and this task take the few seconds only. And here the some features it can be achieved by the branching, like we can create the separate branch. We can production of the we can have the production branch, we can create the demo branch. Okay, the core benefits of the branching, as we want to push something to remote repository, we do not have to push all the our branches. We can select the a few of our branch and all of them together. Okay, we have a staging area also. A staging area is nothing but it's a unique functionality of the Git. It can be considered as a preview of the next commit. Okay. Moreover, the intermediate area where commits can be formatted and reviewed before completions. Okay. When you make the commit, Git take the changes that are in the staging area and make them as a new commit, and we are allowed to add the remove the changes from the staging areas. And staging areas can be considered to place of the where the Git store the changes. Okay, and so I will discuss in details what in the staging area when it comes into the practical part. Okay, so these are all I mean, what is the main advantage of this Git? The version control systems, this is a version control system. It allows to keep track of all the changes that we can make in the file of our project. Every time we make the changes in the file of existing project, we can push those changes to the repositories. The developers are allowed to put our changes from the repository, and continue to work with the update that you added to the project files, like save time, offline working, and do mistakes and tracking changes. Okay, these are all the and these are all the advantages there. That's it for this session, guys. I will explain in details and give the more practical details in the next session. Okay, thank you for your time watching my video. If you have any doubt, please comment me. Okay, thank you, guys.